Welcome back. We have Sandeep Tandon joining us, founder and chief investment officer at Quant Mutual Fund. Sandeep, good morning. Good to have you with us here. I think we've been trying to get that line right so we can see you absolutely clearly, and I hope we can hear you right as well. Congratulations, first up, for that license from the regulator, which came in 2 days back. I think you're the first mutual fund to get it?
That's correct, Prashant. Thanks a lot for that.
Right. Well, absolutely. But let's talk about what's, of course, the most pressing issue at hand, which is the border escalation that we've seen, Sandeep. You know, I was saying this earlier. Broadly, I mean, we are a business channel and we talk money and finance. From that perspective, and we leave the military things to the military experts, but it's well understood Pakistan doesn't have any money, let alone for a war. So eventually this should logically de-escalate. Now, anything can happen. But what is your sense on this entire thing? And how would you see this play out?
See, if you ask me, market participant may not like it, but if you ask me this, we have seen Indo-border tension for last many decades. Okay, so once it has to be settled, and if Pakistan has invited the trouble, and I think whatever step government has taken, and we are very proud of it, and one should settle down. Okay, you have to crush them. Okay, so to avoid futuristic problem, otherwise it's a niggling problem which continues every time, and we have lost so many lives in the past. So if you ask me as a citizen, I'm very proud what government has taken initiative, and all the three forces has done a remarkable job. And if you really look at our air defense system, we are able to halt any sort of attacks. I think this is a very powerful message. Like after Israel, we are seeing this is the first time that India also have something similar capability. We have not been affected, which means we have emerged as a defense superpower. Also, in that sense, we can protect our country. So, from an investor point of view, foreign investor point of view, I think it's a very good message that India is safe from that extent. I don't think we should be bothered too much about it. I think army is doing whatever they can.
No, Sandeep, and I think we are. Sandeep, absolutely. And I think that last point is really the crux of what you were trying to say, which is the defenses are very strong, as I think has been demonstrated over the last 2 days. And as citizens, we're all proud that this needs to be done. It has been done. But as someone who's an analyst, first and foremost, how do you see this progress in your assessment from here and implications for markets? Go on.
See, first of all, if I look at from our own, except there could be noise, could be there maybe for a few more days. Once it starts, it takes some time to de-escalate. It's not going to happen in the next two hours. It will de-escalate completely. So it will take some time. The good news is there is no casualty, no impact on India, which is very constructive for the market, that we have not been impacted. Okay, what as a like everybody is doing their duty. I say as market participant, I will advise all our investors not to get panic. This is a great opportunity for whatever reason if market opens weak. So buying opportunity, and that's the way we should support our country by doing our bit of it. So as a market participant, what we can do, I would like to participate, since entire mutual fund industry is sitting on a very large amount of cash. It's a great opportunity to participate and showcase a small contribution from our side in the larger interest. That's the way I will define this moment.
Very, very interesting perspective, Sandeep. We asked this to Nilesh Shah as well of Kotak Mutual Fund.
Yeah.
And we were discussing that firepower with him earlier. But he also had an interesting view. He said that we don't want to give easy exits to any foreign investor, anyone, any seller at this point in time. Still in conversation with Sandeep Tandon. Sandeep, my question is whether at all, I mean, when foreign investors look at this market, typically, I don't think geopolitical risk premium was something that was being ascribed to India. Do you see that happening now? Could that be a bit of a near-term change at all?
So I think if you look at an absolute basis, you may get some answers. But I think the way I look at on relative basis, globally, geopolitical tension has been escalating for a while. So it's not something new phenomena we are seeing only uniquely to or specific to India. So I think overall geopolitical volatility has been higher. If you look at the war cycle, also give you some sense. So I think we have to live with this phenomena. It's not something only happening in India, and then a foreigner will be very skeptical. In fact, I will say, given the economic concerns which we have, India is in a very unique situation, okay, on a relative basis, where a lot of money is now getting shifted from US to India, or even Europe has pulled out very substantial large money from US market and is coming to India and Asia-centric emerging market, because purely the risk appetite for the US market and developed market has peaked out. And in where Asia-centric emerging market is on the lower side, so logically money flow will shift. And this is something phenomena we have been talking about, that in 2025 decoupling process will start. We were early to talk about this thesis, and last month we have written the decoupling process has already begun. India is a very safety zone given the turmoil which we are seeing, not the geopolitical but overall tariff related challenges which are there related to recession or the currency market, yields market. All the data points are saying India is in a very safe situation. Look at the same FIs who have been seller for nearly for last many quarters are now forced to participate. It's not something the Indian market has become very attractive, very cheap, and market has corrected. So they are coming back. They are forced to come back purely from a safety perspective. Okay. So I think with this background, I will look at this could be few days phenomena. And sometime when you get these opportunity, we get into a debate, one should wait, one should be very cautious. These are great buying moments. And historically, if you go back and check, whenever something like this happen, as long the Indian macro looks nice, which is the case right now also, both on absolute basis and relative basis, we are in a unique situation. So I think I will advise one should look for a buying opportunity. I'm not in a camp saying that we should not allow FIs to give them exit. Rather, I will take that opportunity to take them their holdings at the lower prices. That's the way we should do at this moment.
All right. Hi, Sandeep. First of all, congratulations on getting the license approval from SEBI.
Thanks,
so
Nigel.
well done to you as well as your team. A couple of quick points before we let you go. What are the current cash levels that y'all are sitting on? And also, if you could give us the top sector you'll be looking at. As you said, for the next few days, we could get that bit of a buying opportunity. So what would be the top sector on your radar?
See, right from January, Nigel, we have been talking about India-centric, okay? So our focus has been India-centric, so large infra name, materials name, Indian-centric NBFCs. And apart from these names, we also like on the export perspective, only generic company. I know they have corrected a bit in the recent time because US also don't have any choice, because there's no substitute for India for the generic opportunity. So I think generic is also area where I'm extremely bullish. Is the one sector which we are overweight as compared to other exports, and textile also, which we have built position in last few months. So but again, the sector is very small. So we like larger infra names, NBFC space, insurance as a space. If I have to look at hospitality as a space, these are the area which we think we have relatively biases towards long side, and we are significantly overweight in these names.
Okay, all right, Sandeep, really appreciate you joining us on a very, very important morning. Thanks very much. And yes, like you, we also pray that our brave hearts remain safe and, as always, emerge victorious in all situations. Thank you for joining in today.